Hey guys, what's up? This is Diego here at Cinemageddon Reviews. As announced in my previous video, I'm here to give you guys my review of the HBO miniseries Chernobyl. Now, I'm doing this review for two reasons, as I said on our Facebook page. One, I feel as though not enough people have seen or even talked about this show. It's a very, very good show, and I feel like it's very underrated. And two, because the creator of the show, Craig Mazin, is co-developing the upcoming TV show adaptation of The Last of Us, along with Neil Druckmann. I think that if you're at all excited about The Last of Us, you should take an interest in Chernobyl. Because that way, if you watch it and enjoy it, you'll be that much more confident that The Last of Us is in good hands. So here we go. Chernobyl, as you all know, was a city in northern Ukraine that was famous for the nuclear disaster that occurred there in 1986. A nuclear reactor exploded in the early hours of April 26th of that year, and thousands of people died from the immediate as well as the delayed effects of the radiation. It's considered today as the worst nuclear disaster in human history, which affected a lot of countries in Europe. In fact, it was such a horrible disaster that to this day we still don't know how many lives it affected because of the radiation. And this show explores the things that took place in the days and months after the disaster, as well as the events leading up to it, what caused the initial explosion at the power plant, as well as the things that people had to do to contain the spread of radiation. It's not often that HBO does miniseries that are based on real life. They had previously done Band of Brothers and The Pacific, and I enjoyed Band of Brothers, haven't seen The Pacific, but I'm going to. Still, I think that Chernobyl is their best work. So this series stars Jared Harris, Stellan Skarsgård, and Emily Watson as three people who are trying to expose the corruption in the Soviet Union that led to the disaster as well as the political cover-up that followed. But aside from them, we also get insight into various other things that happened after the explosion, such as the firefighters that were first called in when the building was on fire after the explosion, and what happened to them, as well as the civilians that were called in to do various jobs so that the contamination wouldn't spread all over the continent. And let me tell you, the stuff that happens on the show is brutal and oftentimes really difficult to watch. The team behind the show did a great job, from the writing, to the directing, to the visual effects, to the production design, the makeup, the locations they use. Everything comes together and works so well to showcase the horrors of nuclear radiation and what it does to the human body, the environment, and just how dangerous and seemingly unstoppable and scary this situation was.
Means the fire we're watching with our own eyes is giving off nearly twice the radiation released by the bomb in Hiroshima. And that's every single hour, hour after hour. 20 hours since the explosion, so 40 bombs worth by now. 48 more tomorrow, and it will not stop. Not in a week, not in a month. It will burn and spread its poison until the entire continent is dead. Especially
with episode 3 and 4. Those are the two episodes you gotta watch out for. This show is definitely not for the squeamish. There's some really graphic imagery and some really intense stuff that you get to see. The things that people had to do. I mean, if you're an animal lover, especially if you love dogs, especially if you love puppies, it's tough. It's really tough. That's all I'm going to say. As for the three leading characters, this is my favorite work that I've seen from all three. I'm not too familiar with Emily Watson's acting. She does a great job here. But Stellan Skarsgård and Jared Harris are the two ones that carry the show the best. Their friendship, as well as the emotional highs and lows that they have to go through over the course of the show, I thought they handled it great. This is the best work that I've seen from both of them. It's also really just shocking to find out how reckless the Soviet Union was with this whole crisis. The secrets that they kept just for the sake of keeping up appearances, and the risk that those secrets pose, it was just like, people are literally dying over this, and you're just going to keep secrets from the public just to protect the sacred image of the Soviet Union? Really? And that's another huge thing that I love about this show, is that it puts you on the side of the characters, and it makes you care about what they're fighting for, which is just to expose the truth. The lesson that Chernobyl teaches us is that lying comes at a cost.
When the truth offends, we lie and lie until we can no longer remember it is even there, but it is still there. Every lie we tell incurs a debt to the truth. Sooner or later, that debt is paid.
So to sum it all up, Chernobyl was a masterwork. It truly is one of the few shows on TV nowadays that's great from beginning to end. Each episode grips you from minute one and doesn't let go until you're sick to your stomach with just how awful and messed up this whole situation was. I guess my only negative with it is that since all the characters on the show are Russian, that they don't speak Russian, or at least speak with Russian accents, but honestly, that's such a minor thing, it's really just me nitpicking at that point. So my rating for Chernobyl is 10 out of 10.
Our goal is the happiness of all mankind.
I highly recommend that you check out Chernobyl. As I said before, Craig Mazin developed this show, he wrote all 5 episodes, and he's currently co-developing The Last of Us for HBO as well. I think if you're at all excited for The Last of Us, you should check out Chernobyl to see what he's capable of. So if you've seen Chernobyl, I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. Are you excited for The Last of Us? Let me know in the comments section. And as always guys, if you're watching this on Facebook, be sure to give us a like, and if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our new content. Thank you guys so much for watching Cinemageddon Reviews. My name's Diego, and I'll see you guys next time.